Alrighty, so it's time for the next installment of I Don't Stop Talking About Stuff Nobody Cares About for approximately 10 to 20 minutes. Alright, so I don't remember exactly when it was, but a little while ago, around December 2022, it was kind of, not really a peak, but I was kind of starting, my interest in, MLP was starting to increase. So, it hasn't really gone down or anything. It keeps going up, if anything, but it was really kind of reaching new heights around December. And so, one thing I really want to do is I wanted to start expanding, some of my pony collections. So, the main pony thing that I'm collecting currently is G1 ponies, which I rather enjoy G1 ponies. I think there's something about them that's really charming, although then again, I'm like a huge 80s toy nerd. I like Transformers, I like He-Man, I got this right here, so I like He-Man. I like G.I. Joe, which actually I also have right here. Here's a Duke from the 1990s, past the peak of the line, but anyways, so yeah, there's all that. And then I like Selectars, I like Brave Star. Anyways, that's off track. I like 80s toys, and so the main thing that I'm collecting in regards to ponies is G1 ponies. Now, in regards to G4, the main thing that I'm collecting is BaB plushies. I also do try to buy the brushables when I run across them, although, yeah. So around December, I kind of started collecting BaB ponies, and before that, I already had some. So the ones that I had I had Luna, I had Twilight, and I believe that's it. And this isn't my original Luna. My first Luna was actually this one, and the first one were bought at the same time. It's just that I kind of mistook this one for being in worse shape, so I took the other one. The other one was in, frankly, really bad shape. So I eventually realized that, and then so now I have this one, which is in much better shape. Like, the wings are intact, the hair isn't completely messed up. Yeah, it's just in better shape. And then most of these are actually all of them are from Goodwill and then thrift stores. And then, so around December, when my interest in BaB ponies was kind of increasing, I ran across Scootaloo. So I went out to dinner, and then afterwards I went to a thrift storage place, and then I found Scootaloo, who you can see right there. I found Apple Bloom, and then Celestia. So I found all of those at the same flea market, and then I bought Scootaloo first because it was the cheapest. I believe she was only like $2, which I'm frankly kind of shocked. She is one of the more expensive ponies in the BaB range, and then Apple Bloom was $4. If I had to guess, it was probably just because she has that pink little bow. So, and then Celestia was $9, and then I went back, I believe, like 2 days later, and then I got Apple Bloom and Celestia. So, with that, I was able to get Celestia and Luna. So, Royal Pony Sisters. I still need to track down a Cadence to complete the set of Alicorns, which is going to be difficult because she's one of the more expensive and rare ponies in the range. So, anyways, I got those two. I'm sorry, I got those three, and then I had Twilight, Luna, Scootaloo, Celestia, and Apple Bloom. And then Rarity was found at a Goodwill. She was in actually pretty poor shape, but Uh, Actually, her hair is still in pretty bad shape, but the rest of her is a lot better, although she is a bit understuffed. And then before that, I got Spike. I got Spike before Rarity, and then just recently I managed to find this Pinkie Pie. So, oh, I forgot. Okay, so I have Vinyl Scratch here, and this was another one where I was really lucky. So, my mother was out with my dad in like another town, I believe. It was pretty far away, and then she went to a thrift store, and then she found that, and it was a bit expensive. I believe it was $15, but it's a Vinyl Scratch, and I'm not saying her canon name, by the way. I much prefer Vinyl Scratch. It was Vinyl Scratch, that one right there, and she had the goggles, and she was in pretty good shape. Like, her hair is like immaculate condition compared to like all my others, except maybe Luna. Luna is actually her hair is probably in the best shape, and then my Celestia, I've kind of customized the hair a bit. So the hair was in immaculate shape, and she was a little bit dirty, but it wasn't like bad or anything. So, and once again, a Vinyl Scratch with her goggles is one of the rarer ponies in the Build-A-Bear range. So I was pretty lucky to be able to get her, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to track down. Well, I want to track down Derpy Hooves, but she's quite rare. I believe she goes for around $200, which is. But hopefully I'll be able to find her in a manner similar to the other ponies that I got. And also, before I forget, I have 2 Rainbow Dashes. Don't ask why. I guess my collection just needed to be 40% cooler. Okay, that joke was awful. She can go over there next to Scootaloo. So yeah. Tripods. I need to get a new tripod. This one's not in the greatest shape. So yeah. Shining Armor and Big Macintosh, they are also quite rare. They're both online exclusives, so, and I really want to track down a Big Macintosh that has the yoke, which is the thing around his neck. I don't think it's pronounced like yoke, like egg yolk, but I don't remember how it's pronounced. I believe it's pronounced something similar to that. So, yeah, and then Shining Armor, if he has armor, not armor, if he has his clothes, he's worth around $100, but without them, he's a bit cheaper, so I might just spring and buy one off eBay and in a not as good condition for maybe like I seen him go for around like $30 to $30 in that shape, so I'll probably spring for that. And aside from those, like the main pony that I want to get like personally is I've definitely talked about this character a few times. A few times is an understatement. I think I've mentioned her in every video up until this point. It's not a short. Tempest Shadow. I specifically want to buy one. Hold on, it's bothering me. I specifically want to buy one that has the armor, just because I think it looks a bit better. Okay, I'm sorry for fidgeting with the camera. So I honestly might just splurge and buy one off eBay just to make sure it has the armor. And I guess really besides that, I want to complete the main 6 for Applejack. I already have like ideas to make like a custom little hat for her, because Applejack is not complete without her hat. At least G4 Applejack isn't. So, and then besides that, I think that's really that's really about it. I am definitely going for a full collection. So, besides Tempest, I wanna, in the main 6, I wanna get Trixie, which I'm pretty sure she's one of the more common ponies in the range, but I still haven't been able to track one down. And then Starlight Glimmer, who I am quite a big Starlight Glimmer fan, so I would like to get that. plush, and I actually don't think I own any Charlotte Glimmer related merchandise, so that would be a good little start there. And then definitely wouldn't mind picking up Sakura, because despite the fact that she was an online exclusive one, and all the other online exclusive ponies go for quite a bit, she only goes for around like $30, so I don't think Sakura is too popular. She's more so just like the, oh, I like her. I don't know what I'm saying here. It doesn't make any sense. So anyways, yeah, that's about like the overview of my collection here. And then for miscellaneous things, well, for review of them, like, okay, so for review of the line as a whole, at least for the ones that I own, and from what I've seen in pictures and other videos. So first off, most of the characters share like the same kind of general body shape. Like alicorns kind of have the different head, and I believe they're a little bit taller. I could be mistaken on that. And then the rest of the ponies are all, most of the rest of the ponies are kind of have the same body type, you know, the bigger head, the eyes are a bit more stylized. And then the two stallions, they're a bit bulkier, their heads are a bit different shaped, and they have detailing on their hooves, because for some reason boy ponies have that in the show, and stallions have that in the show, but mares don't. I don't really understand why, but I guess just to differentiate themselves. And then I own 2 out of 3 fillies in the range, so Scootaloo is the most expensive one, I believe. Last time I checked, she goes around like $60. So I was really thankful that I was able to get her for $2. And Apple Bloom, who I have over here, I guess I could grab. It would probably be a good idea to grab the ponies I'm talking about, so. For Scootaloo, she's definitely in the better shape of the two. Her hair is properly oriented, she has no real marks, her wings appear to be pretty good. Her tail is a bit more messy than the rest of her, but other than that, she's in the flightless Kentucky Fried Horse is in pretty good shape. And that is literally the first time I've been able to stand her on her own. Of course, I had to put her in front of the camera for that. So anyways, there's her, and then there's Apple Bloom, and let's see if I can also get her to stand. Yep, okay, so alrighty, now that I'm looking into the camera here, I see that's a bit of an odd angle. So there, and of course she's not gonna stand now. So yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. She has the bow. I think it would be pretty hard to remove it, and then I'll remove this. I was just trying to shape her hair, and that actually worked. Alrighty. So yeah, glad to own her. I'll definitely have her next to Applejack once I can find an Applejack. So, and then as for the rest, I guess I'll just move the camera. Spike has a unique body compared to all the others. He is obviously a dragon, and actually, I can see why this didn't happen because Spike is baby dragon, but it would have been cool to see, like, excuse me, it would have been cool to see, like, Ember or Smolder. I think that would have been cool, but I see why it didn't happen. But as for ponies that they didn't make that they should have, why didn't they make an Octavia? Like, they made a vinyl scratch, but why didn't they make an Octavia? Oh well, yeah, I think Spitfire would have been a nice one to make, and Soren as well. I think those two would have been nice additions. Maybe more movie characters would have been nice. I can see why they didn't make, like, Capper or anything, or, I see why they didn't make Cap, or I can't remember her name right now, with Pirate Captain, but I really don't see why they couldn't have made like I can't remember the Queen of the Hippogriffs name off the top of my head now, because it's been like 2 months since I last watched the movie. But her and Princess Skystar, they could have like shared the same body type, and then that would have been cool. And yeah, Griffins. It would have been cool if they made Griffins. Once again, I see why they didn't, but anyways, these are all pretty unreasonable asks. So 100% like personal bias, but it would have been cool if they made a Coco Flamel. In fact, if I can run into one of these that's in poor shape, I honestly might try and make one. Not sure though. I think I'd probably have to find like an Earth pony, and then just like probably a Pinkie Pie, because she has the correct eyes, if I remember correctly. I haven't seen a picture of Coco Flamel in a while, but I take her and then dye her white and then mess with the hair. Anyways, completely theoretical thing. Probably won't make that. So yeah, I think that's about. Oh wait, there's alright. So before I end this, so one of the main things that you're gonna want one of these for is just to cuddle it, unless you're just gonna display one of these ponies, in which case, if you're that kind of person, you probably have the money and you should probably just spring out and buy a custom plush. They're gonna be a lot better for display, and while they're much more expensive, I think if you're someone who's just gonna display these, you're gonna just enjoy spring for a custom plush much more than you would enjoy one of these. So anyways, kind of off track there. So if you're wanting one of these, you're probably just gonna want it to like actually like hug it or cuddle it, and absolutely no judgment there. That's kind of one of the main things to enjoy with these, actually. As long as the hair's in good shape, they are quite nice to cuddle with. Like Rarity here, her hair is in really bad shape, so it feels like sandpaper, but like for say Final Scratch, probably the best example in my collection because her hair is in really great shape. But Celestia, this one's actually my favorite when it comes to this. If I'm like worried about something, I'll pick her up and then I'll just like hold her for a second, and then it really just like melts my anxiety away and it feels really nice. So I would really recommend one of these if you're interested in something like that. So anyways, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna end this here, and yeah, if you're interested in more videos like this as my collection grows, I would be happy to make them. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna make custom armor for Celestia and Luna as soon as probably over the summer. I'm getting ready to finish up my last week of school right now, so I'd be happy working on a project like that. And I have these rainbow dashes, and if anyone has any suggestions on what I should do with this one, or if I should just get rid of it, please let me know. So I think that's about it. I'm gonna end this here, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you enjoyed my inane ramblings.